Hi all. So today I'm going to show you how to, if you want to start anything, like if you want to learn any concept in AI from the official documents. So I'm going to tell you how to do that. And if there is any problem with the mic and also please forgive me because I'm using my laptop mic for the record and other purposes. And this video will be bilingual, so I will be speaking in English as well as in Hindi. हिंदी में ही बात करूँगा कभी कभी. But this is just to make sure that every one of you get the gist of whatever I'm trying to show. Okay. So first of all, whenever we try to learn anything about AI, so first thing comes if we are talking about deep learning. So सबसे पहले चीज आती है कि artificial neural networks and other things. So I will pick up one of the what do you say one of the libraries, say for like PyTorch. I'll tell you how to learn how to write or do anything specific to PyTorch from the official document. So just I'll go to my Google and type PyTorch, and then we will see how to learn it. Okay. Now this is the PyTorch.org. Just go to that. Okay. Now you'll have to install PyTorch. Okay, if it is not being installed in your computer. So for me, it is already installed, or either you can use Google Colab. So I have one of the untitled notebook open here. Okay. I'll just name this PyTorch implementation. Go here, and I'll just tell you that for anything, okay, for any type of learning, if you want to learn from the documents, first of all install it, and there will be installation instruction. Then go to how to get started. This how to get started link is very common in all the most of the IT related libraries or anything. Okay, how to get started is the first stepping stone for every beginner. Okay, how to get started or start here, like that. There will be different acronyms, but the meaning is same. So I will also be searching here like how to get started. It will be somewhere. Okay, yeah. So yeah, here it is, tutorials. This is the official document. This is the tutorial. So you can go here, go to view tutorials. Now, first of all, learn the basics. Okay, you need to learn how to start with PyTorch, and you can follow this approach. Okay, first you can finish this PyTorch recipe. First you can finish this introduction to PyTorch, then learning PyTorch, then image and video, audio, text, reinforcement learning, and all. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I'll just go click get started with PyTorch. So he's going to teach me how to like what is the basics of PyTorch and the tutorial code in the cloud locally. Yeah, definitely. I assume that the people who are watching this video are from IT background, because if you're not, then it will be difficult for you to understand. Now, these things can be executed in the cloud or locally. Say this is the guide. Say for example, if you're reading a book, this is the content. To be honest, the index. Okay, just click on next here. It's nothing useful here. Yeah. Okay. Now is the thing that I'm going to tell you how to learn something. Yeah, fine. It is telling you to create a neural network now. Okay. So what I'll do is, first of all, I'll what is saying section number pattern to primitive data types, storage of the data loader and data. Okay. First of all, try to just implement this. Just copy this. Now in your Google Colab, there are few settings. Okay. The runtime, you can go here, change the runtime type. So you can select GPU, then click on save, then do your connect. It is going to connect you. We mentioned GPU. I will also give you the command to check how to see which GPU you are connected to. Now the command is -SMI. Just press shift and enter. This will cause a new tab to appear in the bottom, and so yeah, this is the GPU that is allotted just like A80, and these are the specifications. So very nice GPU. Now whatever I copied from here, I paste this. Just simply run this. Shift enter to create a new code window. Execute the current one simultaneously. And this is done. What it is doing, just importing Torch and all, Torch Vision datasets. There are some libraries that are important. Matplotlib for plotting. Now, this is to download the training dataset. So this is training data, this is test data. So yeah, in AI we have a training data and a test data. Training data will train our model, and test data will test the model. So now, if you're looking for how did I get this appearance, so what you can do is you can go to your I think it is help. Yeah, it is tools to settings. And then here you can set your dark theme, and then the editor. In the editor you can set this synthwave 84, so it will have uh, this kind of watermark kind of editing for your codes. It looks very good. Now, so this is my first video to explain how to learn. So naturally, I'm going to make mistakes, so don't worry about that. In my further videos, I will rectify it if I make any. You can give your views in my comment section. Now, yes, so I will copy this. See, how you have to approach is first after you execute this, you should read this. Okay, whatever is written here, you'll get some idea. Then execute this, then read this. So I've already done this twice or thrice, so I don't need to do this. But there should be something left to you as well. So yeah, copy this, simply paste here, and what is this doing is it is setting a batch size 64. So yeah, naturally, if you have a training data and training data has a size of 1,000, so naturally at one go all the 1,000 the 1,000 data set cannot be given to the model for training. Okay, and cause a lot of computational errors. So we the same batch size will appear here, and this is the size that will be taken for this data loader. Okay, so this is just a normal Python command. Data loader is a function which takes the training data from here, batch size from here. For test data, same way. Now for X and Y in test data loader, yeah, so the normal Python command. So the output, nothing fancy here. Now how to create models. This is the most important step. Okay, see all these things here. Whatever you have done, this is common. So this may vary in your case, but yeah, it is not of much like important. This anyone can do. Your main logic defines your main logics come here. Okay, creating the model. How you have defined this logic. How this your neural network is defined. Which thing is defined first? Which thing is defined afterwards? Okay. This is what is so. Example. I want to show you one CNN architecture. So CNN SNet 50. Okay, this is a kind of this is the kind of a CNN model. Okay, for image classification. I'll show you the architecture, and I will tell you how whatever is written here kind of is similar to how the architectures are made. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, this is not a good image to start with. Okay, yeah. So you can see the these blue boxes are convolution layer. So this is one convolution layer. And this is the size specification. This is another convolution. This is size specification. Now this is the max pooling layer. Don't worry about what these things do. Okay, just see like first there is one layer, and after that there is another layer, and after that there is max pooling. Similar way here, if you see, first there is a flattened kind of layer. After that, there is a linear ReLU stack. Okay, so here here if you see, there's one linear layer. Okay, this is the specification. After that, there is a ReLU. This is one of the activation functions. Then after that, again there is a linear layer. Then there's a ReLU. Then there is a linear layer. Okay, so this is in sequence. So and if you see here, any architecture is also in sequence. So this is the actual motto of how we have defined it. Okay. Now if you see this forward function, if you see here, so they have defined some x. Okay, and they have given flatten of x. So this flatten layer has an input of x. Okay, see here. Now self logical self or linear ReLU stack. Linear ReLU stack is what it is defined here. Okay, linear ReLU stack is an object of sequential function of NN. NN is a package. How where did you get that package when we were importing here? Torch import NN. Okay, so this is a neural network package of Torch library. Okay, so for this package there's a sequential function. This function has these uh, layers defined. Okay, like these layers, first layer, second layer, third layer. So here also these layers are defined. Now they have given your input to this as an input. Okay, now what will happen? One second. Yeah, what will happen is all these will get this. No, yeah, this will go first here, then after that it will go here, and after that it will go here. Then whatever is the output from here, it will go here. Whatever the output from here, it will go here. Okay, linearly. Okay, so this is the way neural network class is defined. Now, okay, so this is done. I think got some idea. Just get some idea. Okay, because we'll be doing a lot of models. So this is just the basic one. And this you will only understand this if you know neural networks. Okay, how neural network is working or whatever it is. So you want to see a neural network architecture. Yeah, so you can see here. Sorry, yeah, this one. This is one input layer. These are the hidden layer. This is output layer. Similar way here. This is the first input layer. And these are all the. This is the first input layer, flatten layer. And these are all the hidden layers. Okay. Now what is this layer? So this is the output layer for this hidden layer. Whatever is these layer are giving an input to this relay function, and then this is giving an output which is input to this linear layer. Now for this is an optimization function. So this relay layer is giving an output of this linear layer, which is being fed to this one. Okay, so this is the logic here. If we go to model, first of all, yeah, I totally forgot. First of all, let me copy this and run this here. Let me see if we get some error. And I'm also not an expert in this, but I know neural networks means not code wise, but theory wise. That's why I can tell like which and which input is going to which layer and what is the output from that layer. Okay, like as a tool beginner, I'm trying to explain it because any way, okay, any circumstances, if you want to learn from anything from your docs leading to AI, so you have to follow this approach only. Why? No, yeah, you can follow many approaches, but this is the main approach, and that is why I'm trying to explain you. Now, here, yeah, so this is just you can use this building neural networks PyTorch. You can read this. You will get more idea about it. Now, we'll come to optimizing the model parameters. Okay, so this is normal. Okay, you don't have train and all. This is just for training your data. You know that you're going to create some optimizer and loss function. So this is these code snippets are for that. Okay, just copy this. Copy this one also. Next here. This one test. Yeah. So now this is okay. So these are this is the test function. This is the train function. How this will work, I'll tell you now. First of all, loss function is cross entropy loss. This is one of the you can see these two links for idea about loss function and optimizer. Okay. Now loss function. So cross entropy loss is selected. Optimizer uh, stochastic gradient descent is selected as an optimizer with the learning rate as this parameter. Okay. Now this is the train function. So for the train function, what it is having as the inputs, data loader. What was data loader? Data loader, if you remember, we have defined here the data loader, train data loader and test data loader. Data loader, the model file, model is this one, model. Okay. Model is what? This is an object of neural network class. Okay. And then it has a loss function and optimizer, which you define here. Okay. Now, size is length of data loader size. Yeah, this is the normal size that we want to describe here. Model dot train. So now train function is being called. Okay. So see the train function now, or this is just a normal for loop. So I enumerated data load as normal. Now see this compute prediction error fed. So it is calling model of X. Model is what? Model is your object of this class. Okay. Now it is giving X as an input to this object. So X is what? X is kind of a kind of an item from your data set. Okay. So that item is being input as to the model. And loss function is called, and this prediction and whatever is the expected. So this is the y and this is the y hat. So with respect to y and y hat, we calculate the loss function. So that is why that is how this is being calculated. Predict pride is the actual. Okay. So this is kind of a, you can see recursive function. Batch percentage is not. So this is just normal. Yeah, oh sorry, back propagation. Optimizer dot zero grad loss dot backward optimizer dot. This is the common step that we use for back propagating. And yeah, this is just a normal batch. If you want to customize your batch, so you can edit it your way. It's normal. So now coming to the test part, it's also same. Actually, yeah, this is fine. No need to concentrate much here. But yeah, now comes here. Yes. And training was conducted on several iterations. During each epoch, the model by prediction. We print the model accuracy and loss at each epoch. We would like to see the accuracy increase and the loss decrease with every epoch. Okay. That is what he is telling us, and this is what we have learned in any AI model. And model accuracy should increase, and the loss should decrease with every epoch. Okay. Now epochs we have already set as 5. 14 range in epochs. That means from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for 4 epochs, for 4 t values, this will run. Now what it means? You can call it train function. What is the train function? Train function is this one. Train data load directly asked. So train function defines these parameters. So these parameters will be given here. Data loader, model, loss function, and optimizer. Similar way for test. These these three things, they are given. Okay. We were checking what is model and all. So model and all are already defined. And yeah, then we will just see the model. And then yeah, we can load the model. This for inference. Okay. We will load the model and we will evaluate. So normal. So now I will just execute the test we have done. Just copy this in the main training one. And now it is running. For how many epochs it will run? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And this is epoch 1. Now this is epoch 2. You can see the loss is decreasing from 2.1 to 2.18. It is still very less, but it will increase with epoch. So yeah, drastically increase from 48 to 58%. See, this is running very fast. Why? Because I already have a GPU running. This is the GPU. That is why. Okay. Now this is the third epoch. This is the fourth epoch. No, this is the fifth. Yeah, so all the epochs are done. Final accuracy is 83.8%. Losses 1.12 is the average loss. Now you can read more about training a model here. Save the model. So we will save our model here. Then we will load our model. Whatever we have saved, we will load. So once we have saved a model and we have loaded a model, so now our model is done. Yeah, one more thing I would like to tell you, like saving the model. So model has different kind of extensions. Okay, the model is not a normal text file or normal doc file. It is sometimes it has .h5 as an extension. Sometimes it has .pth as an extension. Sometimes it is a pickle file. So yeah, different kind of files. And how we will know that this is the model name? So what we are doing is we are calling the model and we are calling a state dictionary function of this model object. And then whatever the state is, whatever state the model was in, so it will save that state, means those metrics in the model path, and also not just the metric, the whole flow, the whole weights that it has calculated during model training. So that will be stored here. Okay. Now saved PyTorch model state to so this is just print statement. Now loading the model. So if you see the loading model settings, so yeah, sorry, not setting this loading model. What do you say? Heading, yeah. So model, we call this a neural network neural network, yeah, object. So it is just loading this state dictionary load dot. Yeah. So it is just loading this model file which was saved here. Have you already? Yeah. So this is here already loaded. Now this can be used for making prediction. So now this is just we are making our what do you say, our kind of environment setup for inferencing from our model, whatever it is trained. So how accurate our model is. Uh, we have defined some class list, some model eval, no grad, or also yeah, these are the things that will not understand now. This is just a basics class to understand the basics of how you will learn from any docs. So subsequently, we will learn about how what is no grad and what is argmax. Yeah, argmax is a normal Python function, so yeah, no need to worry about that. So we will run this. Okay. Hmm. What it is doing is it is calling a pred function. Okay. Pred function is where? Pred function is here. Okay. So it is calling a predictor function of the model, and it is, yeah, predicted and actual. These are the two variables. So to store here. Fine. Ankle boot, actual ankle boot. Okay. So yeah, I think the prediction is correct. Yeah, I'll tell you how what was done here. Okay. I'm also beginner, so I can tell you. See, now they are taking the first row, first column, first row of the test data, and then y is first row, second column. Okay. Now they're checking that whatever the given data is for test, is it matching the actual data? Okay. So they have called the predictor function of this model. Predictor function will give the prediction. That prediction will be saved here in predicted function, and actual function actual will have the actual value of the class. Now they're checking if the predicted class and the actual class are same. So it is yes. And then this is the output. These function you can what do you say, you can optimize, or you can what do you say, you can yeah, you can optimize according to your needs evaluation. So there is not much of a big deal. So yeah, this is just a quick start. Next, we will, if you want to go next, we'll click here next, and you'll learn about tensors. Okay, so tensors are like building blocks of what to say, artificial neural network, almost all the neural networks. So these are just some operations which you need if you are going to a very high level. This you can practice on your own. Data, this will tell you about all the data set and data load, how to load a data set, how to do manipulations within your data sets. This is the kind of practice snippets, code snippets for those kind of stuff. Just click on next. Transforms. This is for, I think, data transformation. Yeah, this is for data transformation. Yeah, now this is the main one. Okay, build the neural network. After, so yeah, if you follow the flow, like first they told you the overall approach, then they told you what is a tensor, the building blocks. Then they told you what is how to do manipulation with the data. Then they told you how to do transformation with the data. And after your data set is prepared, you will build your neural network. And after that, you will ingest your data into the neural network. Okay. So this will tell you how to define a neural network. This I think we have already done here. That is why I picked that example. Yeah, almost. So these are the some advanced stuff. Autograd, no grad, or all. I'll learn this later. Okay. So yeah, thanks you so much for this, for attending this, for yeah, viewing this video. And this is just a start. This is my first video. I'll be uploading more as a starter to neural networks for PyTorch, Keras, and TensorFlow. Like how basics everyone will know from somewhere or the other sources. But if you want to practice or you want to implement something, so this is how you should actually see. And by this way, you will cover the whole document of whatever library that is important for your for whatever project you are working on. Okay, and learning from the docs is something that the actual developers do. Okay, so this was one of my attempts to explain you how to do that. I hope not everyone will get everything, but yeah, some of those people who have some knowledge will get something what I'm trying to say. And if you're not trying to learn on if you don't know how to learn, this is the way to learn. Thank you, everyone.